Welcome to free online classes of physics with Lamborsa. So, as we have completed the part electromagnetic waves, and finally we come to know that electromagnetic spectrum consists of seven major regions, and out of that, radio waves are the electromagnetic waves used for communication, wireless communication. So, here we are learning regarding the communication system. And first of all, we will try to clear what is communication. So communication is the basic process. In that process, there is an exchange of information between the transmitting station and receiving station through different modes. That modes may be electrical or optical. That's why communication can be defined like this: basic process of exchanging information, maybe the messages between transmitter and receiver through different modes like electrical, optical. That basic process of exchanging information is called communication. There are mainly three basic modes of communication. There are two basic modes of communication. First basic mode is the point-to-point communication. So this is the first basic mode of communication. And second basic mode is the broadcast mode. So these are the two basic modes of communication with the help of which we can exchange information between transmitter and receiver with the help of point-to-point communication mode or broadcast mode. So what is happening in point-to-point communication mode? See this. In this mode, communication takes place through the wires or cables or optical fibers between single transmitter and single receiver. So in this type of communication mode, there is a single transmitter and single receiver. And between them, communication takes place through wires or coaxial cables or through optical fibers. And the best example of point-to-point communication mode is telephony communication. So in telephony communication, there is a communication taking place between single transmitter and single receiver through wires, through cables or optical fibers. Now, the second basic mode of communication is the broadcast mode. And in this mode of communication, communication takes place through space surrounding the earth. That free space surrounding the earth is used for the communication by broadcast mode. So in broadcast mode, communication takes place through the space between a single transmitter and large number of receivers. So this is nothing but wireless type of communication, which is utilizing the space, and through that radio waves are used to transmit information from transmitter to receiver. So the examples of broadcast mode is the radio communication or television communication takes place between single transmitter and large number of receivers. So this is basic information regarding the communication and the two basic modes of communication. So now we will learn basic elements of communication system. Basic elements of communication system. So first of all, we will learn what is communication system. This communication system is a device or it is set up with the help of which we can transmit information from one place to another place. That means from transmitter to receiver. We can transmit the information through a device or through a setup. That setup is called as a communication system. A communication system is the device or setup used in transmission of information from one place to another place. And the basic elements of communication system are only three. There are three basic elements of any communication system. First, an important element of communication system is the transmitter. Second one is the communication channel, or it is also called as a transmitting channel. And third element is the receiver. So these are the three basic elements of a communication system. And in this communication system, transmitter is located at one place on the earth surface, while receiver is located at some other place. And this transmitter and receiver is connected by a physical medium called as a communication channel. So transmitter and receiver are connected by a physical medium called as communication channel or transmitting channel. And this communication channel may be in the form of wires or coaxial cables, optical fibers, or maybe wireless, depending upon the type of communication. There are main two types of communication: wire communication or line communication, and space communication or wireless communication. So depending upon the type of communication, the communication channel is selected. That communication channel may be of wires or cables or optical fibers, or maybe the free space surrounding the earth. That will depend upon type of communication. So these are the three basic elements of communication system. Now let us try to learn the block diagram used for a communication system. This is only the basic information regarding the communication system. And that communication system is a device, or it is a setup that is used for the transmission of information from one place to another place. So the block diagram explaining communication system will be like this. So in this block diagram, there are 5 blocks. You can see first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Out of that, these 3 blocks, which are shown by shaded or dotted rectangular box. These 3 blocks are main basic elements of a communication system: transmitter, transmitter channel, and receiver forms basic elements of communication channel. And the remaining the 2 blocks, this one is the information source. The information which is to be transmitted to the receiver is present on the source, present to the source of information. And that information may be audio, may be video, or both audio or video. And that information is given to the transmitter. That means source of information is present in the transmitter. And after that, the information processed in the transmitter, and it is transmitted to channel. And this channel carries that information from transmitter to receiver. Now, receiver performs some type of process on that information, and it is delivered to the user of information. So this is how simply the communication between transmitter and receiver takes place. And this one is nothing but random, undesirable electrical energy that enters the communication system. And the effect of this energy, which is called as a noise, it is uh, interacting with the signal, and it is disturbing the quality of communication. So this is the block diagram of communication system. Now let us learn this block diagram in detail by explaining transmitter, this communication channel, and receiver. So transmitter is what? Transmitter is converter. What it does? It converts the message signal produced by source of information into a form which is suitable to transmit through communication channel. Actually, source of information has the information in audio form or video form or both audio and video form, and that information cannot be sent directly to large distance through free air. So in order to transmit that information in audio, video or both audio and video form to large distance, that information should be converted into electrical form suitable for transmission through the channel, and that conversion is done by the transmitter. So transmitter converts message signal produced by the source of information. That message signal may be audio, may be video or both audio or and video, maybe text message, maybe text message or any computer data will be there. That message signal produced by the source of information is converted into a suitable form, that will be the electrical form of course, for transmission through a channel. And we know that this transmission channel or communication channel may be wires, may be coaxial cables, may be optical fibers or may be the space depending upon the type of communication. So in order to transmit that message signal produced by the source of information, it should be converted into a form suitable to transmit through the channel, and that work is done by the transmitter. So transmitter is a device which converts message signal produced by source of information into an electrical form, into a suitable form for transmission through channel. Now this communication system, once again we are referring here the transmitter that we are discussing regarding this basic element, and this transmitter converts the message signal produced by this source into an electrical form which is suitable to transmit through this channel. Now audio signals जर ती इन्फॉर्मेशन सोर्स जवळ असणारी इन्फॉर्मेशन ऑडिओ सिग्नलच्या फॉर्म मध्ये असेल, मीन्स म्युझिक असेल किंवा स्पीच असेल, then that audio signals cannot be sent directly over a long distance through air. Due to that, as we cannot send such audio signals directly over a large distance through air, first of all, that audio signal, that means message signal, should be converted into electrical form. Hence, that audio signals, that means message signals, are converted into suitable form, that means electrical signals. And then that electrical signals are superimposed on high frequency waves called as carrier waves. And that high frequency waves are selected from radio wave region of the electromagnetic spectrum. So in this way, the information in the form of audio signals which are available, which are produced by the source of information, is converted into electrical form, electrical signals by this transmitter. And then that electrical signals are superimposed, or you can say loaded, on high frequency waves called as carrier wave. Now this carrier wave along with this electrical signal, that resultant wave is called as a modulated wave. See here, resultant waves are known as modulated wave. So modulated wave is combination of carrier wave along with the electrical signal, and this electrical signal is conversion of message signal into electrical signal, that is done in the transmitter. So this is the role of this first basic element in the communication system. Now let us learn regarding the second basic element, transmitter channel or communication channel. See here, communication channel. So here transmitter has produced modulated wave, and this modulated wave is nothing but high frequency carrier wave along which superimposed electrical signal. Now this modulated wave is carried by transmitter channel or communication channel from transmitter to receiver. So communication channel carries this modulated wave from transmitter to receiver, and the communication channel may be wires or space, coaxial cables or optical fibers depending upon the type of communication. In case of wireless communication, the channel will be the space. In case of line or wire communication, the channel will be the wires or the cables or optical fibers. So this is second basic elements of communication system. Third one is nothing but a receiver. What is the role of receiver in the communication system? See here, receiver receives the information, that means modulated wave, and demodulates it to the original form, because that information should be delivered to the user of information, and that user of information should have the original form of information which is produced by the source. But actually this transmitter has converted the message signal or information in electrical form, which is superimposed on high frequency carrier wave and becomes modulated wave. This modulated wave is carried by this channel from transmitter to receiver. Receiver receives this modulated wave and demodulates it in the original form. Means, first of all, a receiver separates the electrical signal from the carrier wave. Then that electrical signal is converted into its original form, and that is done in the receiver, which is called as a demodulation. And then original form of that message is delivered to the user of information. So in this way, there will be the two antennas in the communication system. Transmitting antenna will be located near the transmitter, and a receiving antenna will be located near receiver. So this receiver consists of pickup antenna, it consists demodulator, it consists an amplifier, and the transducer. Transducer is nothing but energy converter device. Amplifier is the process of increasing the strength of signal. Demodulator is the process of regaining original signal from the modulated wave. And this pickup antenna receives the modulated wave at the output of this communication channel. So in this way, we discuss the block diagram of communication system and its three basic elements. Now let us learn commonly used terms in electronic communication system. While studying this electronic communication system, there are number of terms which are commonly used for that explanation. Out of that, we have selected here only 13 terms which are commonly used for electronic communication system. The first term is the signal. As we have discussed, this signal is produced in a transmitter, and this signal is nothing but electrical form of information produced by source of information. म्हणजे इन्फॉर्मेशनचा जो सोर्स आहे याच्याजवळ ऑडिओ सिग्नल्स असू शकतात, व्हिडिओ सिग्नल्स असू शकतात, ऑडिओ अँड व्हिडिओ सिग्नल्स देखील असू शकतात, टेक्स्ट मेसेज असू शकतो, कॉम्प्युटर डेटा असू शकतो. That information should be converted into electrical form suitable for transmission through the channel. And this electrical form of information produced by the source is called as a signal. That's why information which is converted into electrical form that is suitable for transmission is called signal. We will take one example. In radio station, all that information will be in the audio form. रेडिओ स्टेशन मधील सगळी जी इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे that will be in the audio form. That information may be music, may be speech. That audio form information, that means music or speech, are converted into electrical form by microphone. This microphone is a transducer, energy converter. It converts sound energy into electrical energy. And after that, that electrical form of this message signal is then transmitted into the space for broadcast mode. So in this way, signal can be produced in the transmitter by converting information from the source into electrical form with the help of microphone. So in radio station, all the informations available is in the audio form. Speech असेल, music असेल. First, it is converted into electrical signal, electrical form with the help of this microphone for transmission into the space. So this was the first term used in the communication system. Now, there are two types of signals. First type is the analog signal. Analog signal is the first type of signal, and second type of signal is the digital signal. Then what is the difference between the analog and digital signal? See here. A continuously varying signal, may be current or voltage, is called analog signal. म्हणजे ज्या सिग्नलला कंटिन्युअस व्हेरिएशन असतं, ऑल पॉसिबल व्हॅल्यूज असतात, दॅट सिग्नल इज नथिंग बट एनालॉग सिग्नल, continuously varying signal, analog signal. And the example for that, a sine wave is a fundamental analog signal. म्हणजे कोणताही एनालॉग सिग्नल आपण साइन वेव्हच्या मदतीनं रिप्रेझेंट करू शकतो, ग्राफिकली रिप्रेझेंट करू शकतो. And if you want to see the diagram of analog signal, it will be look like this. So in this diagram, this one is the sine wave. And this sine wave used to vary continuous variation in the signal with time. And that signal may be of current or may be of voltage. And that current or voltage is varying continuously with time. Such continuously variable signal is nothing but analog signal. The examples of analog signals are sound and picture signals which are produced in television broadcasting are analog in nature. म्हणजे आपण टेलिव्हिजन वरील जे प्रोग्राम्स बघतो, या टेलिव्हिजन मधील प्रोग्राम्स मध्ये जो साऊंड ऐकता, साऊंडचे सिग्नल्स घेऊन आलेले आहेत, त्याचबरोबर पिक्चरचे सिग्नल्स जे घेऊन आलेले आहेत, all that signals are having analog in nature. Now, what about the digital signals? What is the difference between digital and analog signal? See here. A signal, voltage or current, that can have only two discrete values, not continuous variation. The signal that can have only two discrete values is called digital signal. And the example or diagram representing digital signal is like this. In this diagram, variation of voltage with time is shown. And in this graph, this voltage has only two discrete values, 0 volt and plus 5 volt. And in between that value, this voltage will not take. That's why this wave is in square wave form. As sine waves are used for analog signals, square waves are used for the digital signals. So square waves is a digital signal, and in this square wave it has two values, plus 5 volt and 0 volt. So in this way we learn about the first term used for commonly or used for electronic communication system. Now let us shift towards the second term, which is nothing but transmitter, and we have discussed lot about this term transmitter. And this transmitter converts signal produced by source of information into electrical form suitable for transmission through channel. See here, transmitter converts the signal produced by source of information into a form that means electrical form suitable for transmission through a channel. So this was the second term. Now third one is the transducer. As we have discussed, microphone. That microphone converts sound energy into electrical energy. That microphone is called as a transducer. So transducer is a device which converts one form of energy into another form of energy. That device is called transducer. And the examples of transducers are microphone, loudspeaker, electrical lamps. These are the few examples of transducer. Loudspeaker is converting electrical energy into sound energy, and the lamps are converting electrical energy into light energy. So transducers are nothing but simply energy converter. One form of energy converts into another form of energy. So third term we have discussed here. Now let us learn about the receiver. So what is the role of that receiver? Receiver receives the message signal, that means modulated wave at the channel output. म्हणजे कम्युनिकेशन चॅनलच्या आउटपुटला जी मॉड्युलेटेड वेव्ह रिसीव्ह होईल, that wave is received by this receiver, then reconstruct it in recognizable form of the original message for delivering it to the user of information. म्हणजे जी मॉड्युलेटेड वेव्ह चॅनल मधून रिसिव्हर जवळ येईल, that wave will be received by the receiver. The process will be done on that modulated wave. That means demodulation process will be performed there. Electric signal and carrier wave will be separated. That means reconstructs it in a recognizable form, and then that electrical signal is converted into original message for delivering it to the user of information. So this is the process which is carried out in the receiver. Now next one is the noise. So noise, as we have discussed, is the undesirable or unwanted electrical energy. So a random undesirable electrical energy that enters the communication system and interferes with transmitted message is called noise. म्हणजे कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टीम मध्ये अनएक्सपेक्टेड अनडिझायरेबल रॅन्डम इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जीची एंट्री करणार आणि that energy interferes or mix with transmitted message. That unwanted energy is called as a noise. Here the source generating the noise, म्हणजे हा नॉइजचा जो सोर्स आहे may be located inside the communication system or outside the communication system. And efforts should be made to minimize the noise level in the communication system. Efforts should be made to minimize the noise level in communication system. That's why the performance, the effectiveness of that communication can be increased. So these are the first 5 terms used for electronic communication system. Now, sixth one is the attenuation. And this attenuation is nothing but loss in the strength of signal, loss in the strength of modulated wave while traveling through communication channel or transmitting channel, which is called as a attenuation. So loss of strength of signal or modulated wave while propagating through the channel is called as attenuation. म्हणजे सिग्नल किंवा मॉड्युलेटेड वेव्ह ज्या वेळेला कम्युनिकेशन चॅनल मधून प्रोपॅगेट होत असेल त्यावेळेला त्या कम्युनिकेशन चॅनल कडून त्या सिग्नलचं डिस्टॉर्शन होऊ शकतं, रिफ्लेक्शन होऊ शकतं, रिफ्रॅक्शन होऊ शकतं. त्यामुळं सिग्नलची स्ट्रेंथ डिक्रीज होईल किंवा लॉस होईल. त्याला आपण अट्युनिएशन म्हणायचं. सो दिस अट्युनिएशन ऑकर्स. It occurs because channel distorts, reflects and refracts the signal as passes through it. Now, seventh term is the amplification. Amplification is the basic process of increasing the amplitude of signal or strength of signal by using an electronic circuit. And that electronic circuit used to increase the amplitude and strength of the signal is called amplification. So the process of increasing amplitude and strength of a signal using an electronic circuit is called amplification. Now we will learn here range of communication. This range of communication is nothing but simple. It is the maximum distance between transmitting station and receiving station up to which message can be received with sufficient strength. Or you can say maximum distance between source of information and user of information. So it can be defined like this. The maximum distance between the source means transmitting station, and destination up to which the signal can be received with sufficient strength. That maximum distance between the transmitting station and receiving station is called as a range of that communication. Now we will learn about the bandwidth, and this bandwidth is related with the frequency range. It has two definitions. So bandwidth means the frequency range over which an equipment operates is called as a bandwidth. We know that we are using different electrical as well as electronic appliances. We are using mobiles, radio, televisions. Each that electronic appliances has particular frequency operating range, and that frequency range of that device, operating frequency range of that particular device is called as a bandwidth. So bandwidth can be defined like this: frequency range over which an equipment operates, that is called its bandwidth. Or secondly, it can be defined like this: frequency range over which an information signal is transmitted. That frequency range is also called as bandwidth. So these are the first 9 terms used for electronic communication system. Now let us shift towards the 10th term. This is nothing but modulation. We know that modulation is the process in which message signal or electrical signal is superimposed on high frequency carrier wave, and then that carrier wave is called as a modulated wave. So modulation is the process in which low frequency signal, these low frequency signals are produced by conversion of information into electrical signals. So the process in which low frequency signals are superimposed on high frequency carrier wave, that process is called as modulation. So in modulation, simply the information which is produced by the source, that information is initially converted into electrical form by the transmitter. Then that information in electrical form is having low frequency, and such low frequency signals are superimposed on high frequency carrier wave. This process of superimposing low frequency signals on high frequency carrier wave is called as modulation. Why we are doing the modulation? The reason is that signals in communication system, for example audio signals, means music, speech, they are produced at low frequency signals. म्हणजे कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टीम मध्ये जे सिग्नल्स आपल्याला ट्रान्समिट करायचे असतात लॉंग डिस्टन्सला, दे आर ऑलवेज ऑकर्स ॲट लो फ्रिक्वेन्सी सिग्नल्स, and such low frequency signals cannot be transmitted over large distances through air. That's why we are doing the modulation. So in order to transmit these low frequency signals over long distances, what we are doing, that low frequency signals are superimposed or loaded on the high frequency carrier wave, and then that carrier waves are transmitted through the channel. So in order to transmit the signals to large distances, that means low frequency signals to large distances, that signals are superimposed on high frequency wave called as carrier wave. And that process of superimposing low frequency signal on high frequency carrier wave, that process is called as a modulation. And this modulation is done in the transmitter. So transmitter is the most important element in the communication system. So modulation is done at the transmitter. So it is an important part of communication system. So this was the 10th term for the communication system. Now the 11th one is the demodulation. So this demodulation is the reverse process of modulation. In this process, in the demodulation, we are regaining original information from the modulated wave. Means that process is done in the receiver. So receiver is also important part of communication system. So in case of demodulation, first of all, we are separating electrical signal from the carrier wave, and then electrical signal will be converted into its original form, and then that original form information is delivered to the user of information. That process is nothing but demodulation. It can be defined like this: the process of regaining original signal from modulated wave is called demodulation. Therefore, we can say that demodulation is the reverse process of modulation. So let us shift towards 12th term for the electronic communication system. And this 12th term is nothing but carrier wave. As we have discussed, carrier waves are high frequency waves on which low frequency message signals are superimposed. And that carrier waves are from seventh region of electromagnetic spectrum, which is the radio waves. So the high frequency wave on which the signals to be transmitted are superimposed. That high frequency wave is called as a carrier wave. Now let us shift towards the 13th term, repeater, and this term commonly used in electronic communication system. So what is repeater? Repeater is nothing but a combination of receiver and transmitter. Combination of receiver and transmitter is called as a repeater, which is shown with the help of this diagram. You can see here, this one is a transmitter. This is the transmitting antenna mounted on the surface of Earth. And these are the repeaters. And as you can see here, from the transmitting antenna, modulated wave is transmitted into space. And this modulated wave is received by this receiver, or you can say this one is the repeater, which is combination of receiver and transmitter. So when this repeater receives this modulated wave, it increases its strain, that means amplifies this modulated wave, and then that wave is transmitted to next receiver. So in this way we can increase the range of communication by using the repeaters. So receivers receives the signal from the transmitter, as you can see in this diagram. या रिपीटर मध्ये जो रिसीव्हर आहे, कारण रिपीटर हे मुळातच कॉम्बिनेशन आहे रिसीव्हरचं आणि ट्रान्समीटरचं. मग या रिपीटर जवळ जो रिसीव्हर आहे, हा रिसीव्हर receives signals coming from the transmitter. Then that signals are amplified, and after that the amplified signal is transmitted to the next repeaters. The same process will be repeated here. So thus that repeaters are used to increase the range of communication system. So in this way, in all, we have discussed there 13 basic terms, 13 commonly used terms for electronic communication system. So I hope that you understand what is basic communication system, what are the basic elements of communication system, and what are the basic modes of communication. And finally, 13 important terms which are commonly used in electronic communication system. So with this, we are ending this lecture.